every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was homeless, sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Good job, team.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check 50, check 50. He's checking. Scratch. Check 37, check 37. Say. Hey, check music. Check 99, check 99.
On 3rd down, it's Scott. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Fox, quick.
80 weapons.
No. Kill.
Hey, high 7. 2.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, hold it.
They'll toss it to Fournette. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Rush in. Rush in.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, ready.
41's the mic. Check 41. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Move.
Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Hey, dude, look at me. Zipper.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Ready, go. Blue draw quarters.
The son of the heavyweight champ, it's Elijah Holyfield. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Here we go. 60 or.
Hey, watch the slant. Check.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Check.
49. Check 49. Check 49. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Here's Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Lambo is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a give, right side. It's Scott. And he's got room. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Boston Scott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them,
and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Boston Scott with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And getting our first update now from Nashville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
as usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Throwing on second down. Minshew. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
X3, 218, chop.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Recon, 152 fighter. 5.
41's the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Snap.
Fournette, a first down carry. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Keep playing. Let's get it.
Ready up. 55.
Right there.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Ready. 70, Indy. Bravo.
Mike 55.
Protein spill. 2.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Going up top for Kupp. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily,
blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
22. Switch. Slam.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson is going to have the hook up to Scott. It's a gain of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, it's Scott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's taken in at the 9. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Switch it, come on, switch. Hey, wahoo! You got tight right there. Kill. Ready?
Now Leonard Fournette. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check safety.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, Alpha.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Alert 3. Check. 80 weapon. Get it.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Pull it high.
Oh, you get on the head.
Hey.
Show it up.
Hey, orbit.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Delta. 41 Mike. Blue draw quarters. They go.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. Shoves him away, shedding the tackle. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Sue. Check 52.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
30 base. Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 7, Minshew. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Check your hot read. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Deuce, 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 deuce. 25, check 25, check 25.
This time Jackson will throw it. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Defense wins championships. Kill, kill, kill. Slam, slam, slam. Check, single. Check, helmet. Hot, hot. Hey, single.
They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Check, check. Lucky, hit it.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. Fournette on the counter. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Five. Chopper.
Here we go. Watch the edge.
Get it.
On the run, it's Fournette. Spinning away. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they won't bump that to his resume reel, but that might be one of the best 1-yard runs I've seen.
Come on, set. Head over. 80 weapons. Bravo.
Check 26. Tight dog.
Go.
Now Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Check 31, check 31.
Hey, foxtrot. Yo, go.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
This is Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, wahoo!
I got you. Check.
Now! General West! Now!
On second and 11 now. Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
That's going to be a long. That's going to be a long. Check 43.
Hey, Echo! Yep.
41's the mic.
Recon, 132 fighter! 41 fair!
Here's Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, team 6! Go! 41, ready?
It'll be Minshew again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, Alpha! Check 6 down! Look at me, zipper! Hey, lock it!
So third and long, here's Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10. Fournette running right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey.
Mike 41. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 41.
Hey, orbit.
Minshew sets to throw, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now 17-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 99. Check 91. F-O. Twins. No.
They go again with Scott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Rush in. Hey, watch this.
Hey, Sam on.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, Zoo. Topper.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, Charlie. Hey. 6'6", bullet high.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. Mike 55. Rabbit.
Now back to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check it back.
Now Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Go. Check 13. Check 13. Line 55. You draw quarters. Ready?
Fournette. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Under 10. 10. Switch. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. He's coming. We got double up. Switch.
Here's a give to Fournette. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Go. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The handoff, Fournette running left. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Foxtrot. You got tape.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Ready. Hey, Wahoo!
On third down, Fournette. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, Coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are, looking at 2-0 right now. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Jags, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.